Hello everybody, welcome to episode 14 of the Digimon Pendulum 20th series. This is like my second take of doing this because I accidentally cursed under in like the first minute, and YouTube does not like that. YouTube will shadow ban me and stuff like that. Stupid crap. But I had to pretty much start on over again. Let's talk about like the EVOs that have happened so far. Our little secondary guys have done pretty well. We got Megalogromon here, and of course our boy WereGarurumon is still WereGarurumon. He'll be evolving in the next few hours, so we'll see him evolve pretty soon. Right now, they're pretty much sleeping. I'm not going to bother them, because like I said, nothing much going on with them. I've already done their battles for today, so if you look at Megalogromon here, you can check out and see that he has pretty much his stats doing pretty well. So yay for us on that aspect. I might wake them both up real quickly just to, like, get their hunger meters up real quickly. So I guess here, let's do that. And we'll clean up the poops. Clean up the poops! There we go. And we'll do a little bit of a quick training session. So take the boy. We're going to shake the boy. And go. Shake, 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 Sonora. Shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sonora. Okay, there we go. We got claws, and we got little weird blade attacks. But we messed up, so that's not great for us. That doesn't matter, because our boys are fat anyway. They're fat and chunky boys, because I was, like, forced to go into work today, so yay for me. Well, not really yay, because it was pretty much cold weather, and that sucked. Okay, we lost 2 times there, but we got to see both of his attacks. One's a weird blade attack, and then the other one's like a weird little circular thing. So yay on that. Shake the boys! Bam, there we go. We won, finally. And of course, since we're on the double screen, turn them off. They'll go into their weird little freezers, but the freezers separate weirdly, I don't know why. And then we'll turn them back on. And there we go. So fun fact, when they have to do a call out or whatever, it actually won't show both of them on the screen when they're having a call out moment. And so if like there anything difference with them, basically when they're together on the screen, that means like there's no camera mistakes usually going on half of the time, unless you purposely move it off the main screen for the guy. But like let's say if you're just checking on the device and you just see that it's on like the, well, this other guy's sleeping, but if you see it's like on the main screen here, pretty much means there's nothing going on with them. If it's focused on usually one of the guys, that does mean he's either calling out or he's pooped. So you can actually kind of keep track of what's going on with your mons pretty easily by just like paying attention to like what character's on the screen when you turn on the device. Overall, these guys are doing pretty well. These guys are all set and done with for all their stuff. WereGarurumon will be evolving in the next few hours, and Megalogromon here will be pretty much just chilling with me. On the other side here, we got WereGarurumon. He's already done, pretty much done and set. And we got this guy here. I think it's Basaramon or something like that. I might be pronouncing his name wrong, or I might have just totally forgot his name in general. I'm not good with names. But this guy, I did make a little bit of a mess up. We haven't Evo failed just yet. Hopefully we don't Evo fail, but I will give a fair warning to y'all on that one. I do have 2 camera mistakes on him. If I make one more, then we head towards Evo failure. So I'm going to be watching over this guy. Hopefully he will be doing all well and dandy. I think this guy is doing pretty well off. I'm going to wake him up for just like a quick second. Overall, he's doing pretty decently though. Give him a meat. We'll shake him up a little bit. You gotta wake him up a little bit. You gotta wake the boy. But yeah, there you go. He throws out needles and a little lightning bolts, pretty much. So nothing too crazy. And yeah, there you go. Nice little win for us right there. And of course, that's pretty much all that's kind of going on with him there. Let's see, we'll turn him back off. I did do all of his battles already, so he is all pretty much set for the day and everything, so good for us there. I just have to watch out for him so that I don't make another camera mistake. So I'll probably be doing some like little clever tricks and stuff like that to kind of avoid some issues. Well, I say clever tricks, but mainly just me setting the clock a little bit later so that I can like sleep in later. Not that clever. It's just me being lazy because I don't really feel like waking up early. Blah. And over here we got Wargreymon. And so far today I've pretty much spent a lot of time actually going through singles tournaments with him. Well, I had to go through the battles for the rest of the cast here. So, but for right now, I figured majority of this episode can be at least spent going through some of the singles battles. So I see we're on Digimon already. So we're past like the 20 mark for like how many we've gone through. Which means like when I was challenging the other guy, I pretty much made him go through a bunch of random battles. So that's kind of nice to at least get through like some of the earlier stages of the fights. And there you go, you see Wargreymon pretty much can easily kind of wipe some of these guys out, even though you saw he did have some battle damage there. It's Togemon! Love Togemon, I don't know. The artwork for Togemon is like one of my favorite Digimon designs. He's such a simple design, but something about his design philosophy is so nice. And there we go. Pretty much another win for us. And yeah, so there's like 100 battles in the singles tournament. I've already gone through... I'm already past like the 20 mark. I'm still like below 40, I think, because like 40 is when he finally start hitting up the next lineup of them, which I think like starts off with like Cyberdramon or something like that. So we still have quite a bit more to go through on this whole entire little battle scale here. I figured we'll at least go through, like I said, a chunk of them in this video here, because I did not plan out well. So there we go, got another nice little hit. There's a Meicoomon, well, the evolution of Meicoomon. I forget if we can actually mess around with Meicoomon on the stars. Yeah, we can, because that's the award for one of the tournament tags, I think. I think this is the one that unlocks for singles, actually. It's a weird bird Digimon thing. I kind of forget its name. I don't even think it's a bird. I think it's like supposed to be something in like a gas mask. I always forget. It always reminds me of those characters from the Batman, like the ones that like follow the Penguin around, like those little goons. Oh, it is 12. Tell it to go up and then wake up again, cause I'm trying to hit a 10-minute mark. Well, at least 10 minutes. I don't know. I like to also like try and get through a decent chunk of these battles, cause this is pretty much my plan for tomorrow. Since tomorrow's my off day, I'm going to try going through more Digimon battles. Well, maybe not, because if the other guy evolves, then I might actually be sitting around and... Actually, no, I might still not bother. Okay, I don't know. I think about my plans for weird Digimon things. Whee! Shake the boy! Time to abuse the dolphins. Abusing the dolphins. Abuse the dolphins. Reminds me of the game Echo. I don't know if anyone's ever played that. Like, towards like the end of Echo, you find out like there's some weird alien nonsense going on, and aliens are trying to like abuse dolphins for whatever reasons. I guess they're, I don't know. Echo the Dolphin's such a weird game. It is a very enjoyable game. It's like Sega's answer to like Metroid, but it is a very weird and awkward game. Would I still recommend y'all give it a go? Yes, it is a very common game to find on a lot of the Sega Genesis collections. I've never played the sequels to it, even though I've been very tempted by them. Like, the one on Dreamcast looks amazing. Like, every time I look at that game, I'm like, ooh, I should play that, and I've never played it. I also think it's on PS2, funnily enough, and I still have not played that game. I'm behind on my 6th generation games, though, so it's not shocking. For someone who grew up in the 6th generation, I am very behind on a lot of the mainstay games. Though, to be honest, as a kid, I grew up with a lot more of the, like, licensed content that you'd come around. Like, I remember one of my earlier games was, like, Batman Vengeance, and, like, that game is very cool, but, like, I remember as a child it freaking me out very often. Because some of the, like, little cutscenes and stuff like that were, like, very dark and moody and stuff like that. Even though I was a big old fan of the animated series as a child, that game weirdly scared me with, like, its 3D graphics or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it was just me being not used to 3D at the time, which is very possible, because, like, I very much was I'm like one of those people that kind of was impressed by the PS2 for a long while. Because for majority of my young life, I was going through handhelds. So I go from handheld to handheld to handheld. And then sometimes have access to, like, consoles. And then I'd be like, whoa! I'd be impressed by the PS2. Heck, I'd be impressed by, like, anything for a while there. Like, even the PS1 would sometimes impress me. Like, I'd go to people's houses and they'd have a PS1 set up or an N64, and I'd just be, like, mind blown at, like, probably games that were, like, pretty much a few years old by that point. So it's kind of funny to think about that. It is crazy to think that the DS was advanced enough to, like, be doing better than those things, but I remember just being impressed by, like, most random games at the time. Being a dumb, impressionable child. Like, heck, I remember being impressed by, like, Donkey Kong Country, because someone showed that off to me, and I was just amazed. Something about, like, its, like, whole graphics and, like, how it blended on a CRT and stuff like that very much made it an enjoyable experience. Shake, 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 shake. Bam, look at that. We won that time. Look at our boy. He's a muscular boy. Muscular boy can go through anything. I'm pretty much just spewing out word nonsense because I did not plan out well today. And I've not done much interesting stuff either. I've pretty much walked to work in the cold weather and then, like, shook a Digimon a lot today, because my job had me pretty much not doing that much. It was a very boring day for me today. I really don't understand why my job sent me to work. I get it's from, like, the higher ups, but still, it was like, ugh. It was a weird choice. Even, like, the one person that came in today, which was, like, technically my boss or whatever, was not happy to be there. So it was one of those days where it's like, why do they make us go in? Especially because, like, as I said in my previous video, in Texas, we are uber wimps to the cold. We fear the cold. It's like instead of, like, how vampires fear the sun, the Texans fear the cold. That's pretty much what it is. We'd rather never touch the cold. The only cold we want to touch is, like, something in a drink glass, and that's pretty much it. Or, like, ice cream, maybe. But even then, like, most of the time you just want, like, ice in your cup, and that's pretty much it. And I just messed up that whole thing right there. Ah! It's our boy Ludomon with his next evolution, which means he gets the cool animations. Let's actually look at those cool animations. Even though we actually do have the Ludomon egg unlocked in this device, but I always love watching these little animations, because every time you watch him, he turns into, like, the little shield right there. He's such a cool, like, Digimon to me. I love how, like, Zubamon and, like, Ludo had those, like, whole abilities there. Something just about, like, them, like, being able to transform was always such a cool little aspect to me. And there we go. More random little battles right there. Going to the next one. It's Cyberdramon, which means we've hit the 40 mark already. And let's see how well we do against our previous selves. Because if you remember, Wargreymon was once a Cyberdramon. But look at that. He knows himself. He knows himself better than he knows him. Well, I don't know. That was a dumb way of saying that, but look, we're fighting Garbomon. It's Garbomon! I forgot he was on this device. Love Garbomon. He reminds me of, like, Oscar from, like, Sesame Street, but, like, in Digimon form. My girlfriend's, like, laughing about that for some weird reason. I don't know why. I hear her in the background. Move on to the next one. Digimon with big old lips. Big old fish lips right there. Big old shrunken lips. I remember him as the Digimon that was used in, like, the Shadow Realm for, like, 0-2. Other than that, I just remember he has big old chunky lips, and that's pretty much that goes on with that one. I like how he frowns. It's so funny to me. Sorry, I'm just like enjoying some of these weird Digimon art design sprites or whatever. Okay, so I think, let's see, how much stuff do we got here? We still got a good amount of stuff here. I don't know if people will be that interested in watching more battles, though. So I'll probably call it here, because I think in the next episode, we should actually be able to Jogress these guys. So I'm kind of curious on that. Well, I might do a few more battles, actually. Because we're not going to be able to really do that many battles tomorrow. We'll pretty much be stuck tomorrow just raising the boys. Next episode will be interesting by having the Jogress. But yeah, we pretty much will be like not doing much with the pretty much the guy. It's Piximon! Everyone remembers Piximon. He was the weird pink Digimon. He looks so tiny and weak, but in actuality, he's actually like really strong, surprisingly. Which is kind of weird to think about that as like a Digimon thing. Marine Devimon, this is like one of my favorite Digimon. I wish I got him in that one run, but I did not get him. There we go. We beat my past wants and desires. Keep moving forward. We've learned. Our boy has learned. And now we're fighting Megidramon, which is one of my favorites, actually. I love Megidramon. It's like one of the reasons why I love going back to the version 4 original brick. He's such a cool Digimon. Sorry, I'm like starting to lose breath or whatever. I've probably done a bit too much talking today. I'm tempted to do like one more battle and then we'll end it. We'll end on this battle. It's the guy from the D2 that's super hard to find and fight weirdly. At least on the English one. I remember him being kind of annoying to find. I hope we actually lost against him. No! Oh, man. I should have brought water to do this. Let's fight him again. Keep on fighting him. We must win this fight. Can't end on a loss. We're bringing toxic gamer culture into this. No, my boy is losing. Fight him again. Okay, we're gonna get a bit more distance out on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll try 5 shakes. 5 shakes sounds good. Okay, 5 shakes was not good. My boy is struggling on this one. But we're not ending on a loss. Not allowed to. I will force this video to continue onwards forever and ever. Till we win. There we go. Wow, we almost lost that one too. Jeez. Okay, so I'm going to end the video there because my vocal cords are, like, I think trying to give out on me. And I'm feeling them, so I'm like, ugh. I'm going to go get like a nice big old gulp of water. And then after that, I'm going to keep going through battles because why not? We at least got, like, I think a few more battles to go through after this, so. I mean, look at how many battles we've already gone through on this device for this guy. 41. Remember, he had no battles before this. So we've already done a decent chunk of battles for this guy. I also did 2 tag team tournaments, because why not? He still can Jogress and stuff like that. And yeah, pretty much it. So I was giving 2 of these. And give him 2 of those. And that's pretty much it for right now. So, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye-bye. Woo!